in the afternoon. Scott BR on the Mighty 1090. Tiger victorious today at Torrey Pines. Play, obviously, on Saturday, suspended due to fog. They got in as much as they could yesterday. Tiger started on the 8th today. And over the course of about 3 hours or so, Tiger Woods was able to get it done and bring home his first victory of the season. And pretty exciting to see Tiger win here in San Diego on really what is, this is a home game for Tiger Woods. We'll get back to Tiger and what's going on at Torrey Pines coming up in just a little bit on the Mighty 1090. But Billy Ray, San Diego State this past weekend, total destruction of New Mexico, coming in ranked 15th in the country. And here to discuss it is the Mountain West Conference Player of the Week from the Aztecs, J.J. O'Brien, for the first time on the Scott and BR Show. J.J., good afternoon.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing really good. Yourself?
I'm doing great.
All right. Congratulations on the honor. That's good stuff to get an honor like that, Conference Player of the Week. But I would guess more importantly, huge win on Saturday. Talk to us.
It definitely was a great win, especially us dropping out of the rankings. We needed that win to get us back in and get us back into title contention for the conference. So it was a big win.
JJ, it looked like you guys were just getting the ball and taking it to the hole, and they just weren't able to get in front of you. It just seems like you guys were so much faster than they were.
Yeah, we were definitely on point from defense to offense. We really worked on moving the ball again. Our offense got kind of stale, so we wanted to move the ball and get to the hole and not settle. But on defense, we wanted to keep our man in front of us, have great help side, and we did all that.
J.J. O'Brien led the way for the Aztecs on Saturday in their win over New Mexico. Final score 55-34. Man, we thought you guys had a bad half of basketball up at Wyoming, scoring 9 in the first half. I'll bet you those guys are getting killed right now for only scoring 15 in the second half. What happened in the second half that you guys were able to – look, they only scored 19 in the first, but the defense was so good in this game.
Yeah, we really worked on keeping the guards in front of us. They run off a lot of baseline screens to get open three-pointers and are good at dribbling by and getting by people and kicking for open threes. And we wanted to put all our energy into keeping everybody in front of us, as well as guarding that big man Alex Kirk in there and not letting them get easy looks or easy threes. So we did a great job of that. Jamal and James and Xavier Chase, everybody did a real good job with that.
So prior to that game, where was that defensive attitude? Is that something that you guys just focused on and Coach Fisher made sure that you guys hit the floor with that thing at the top of your mind?
The 2 games before UNLV and Wyoming, especially at Wyoming, our energy wasn't there at all. It was all effort on both sides of the floor, and one thing we really wanted to work on and we did in practice was just picking our energy up, picking our focus up, because in this great conference, you can go down any night, and we just wanted to pick up our energy. I think that was the biggest thing. We've always played great defense, but our energy was down in the Wyoming game, and we definitely picked it up for Nevada and then New Mexico.
The Mountain West Conference Player of the Week, J.J. O'Brien of the Aztecs basketball team on the Scott and BR Show on the Mighty 1090. Boy, there were some people that were starting to doubt you guys, too, because we've become conditioned now to believe that you're going to win every game. And all of a sudden it was like, New Mexico's 15. They've already lost at home to UNLV. I don't know if I feel so good about this game. And you guys just came out and shut a lot of people up. Were you trying to do that? Were you hearing the doubters?
Well, I think the main thing we were hearing was that New Mexico was the best team in the conference, which by ranking the conference and their record, they were, and that was a lot of motivation for us. We wanted to get back on top of the league and get back into the race for first place. But that was a lot of motivation, was that they were 4-0, they were ranked higher than us, and all their stats proved that they were the best team in the conference prior to that game. And they still have the best record, but the race there's definitely a race now. So that was a lot of our motivation was to get back into contention for first.
All right, J.J. O'Brien of the Aztecs basketball team. All right, got some other things we want to talk to you about. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. You are from Rancho Cucamonga, right?
Yeah.
Inland Empire guy.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. And coming out of high school, you decided to go to Utah.
Uh-huh.
Where else were you being recruited by?
It came down to San Diego State and Utah.
All right. So what makes you go To Utah. Now, what year did you graduate high school?
I graduated 2010.
2010. But that's when San Diego State's basketball team was starting to explode. What had you go to Utah at a high school?
Well, when I committed there, I committed before my senior year. And the year before, Utah won the conference tournament, and they were fifth seed in the NCAA tournament. And they were one of the first people to start recruiting me also. So I had a great relationship with the coaches. But that was a big selling point too. Was that when I committed, the time I committed, they were the best team in the conference. And that changed a lot the next year. But I definitely got back home where I belong. So that was good.
They put the pressure on you to get that early commitment?
I kind of wanted to commit before my senior year. I just wanted to be able to play that year free and not have to worry about recruiting or anything. So I made a decision before I started my senior season.
All right.
Those recruiters are just a pain in the neck.
Oh, Billy Ray.
A pain in the neck.
They
Guys,
want that
leave me
commitment.
alone. I'll come. Leave me alone.
Yeah, that's a process, man, and then you definitely want to get that over with, but make the right decision while doing it.
Right.
All right, but you didn't make the right decision, apparently. What makes you decide to take off from Utah? What is it about Utah that you go, you know what? I'm a guy from the Inland Empire. I could have and should have gone to San Diego State. I'm already playing as a freshman, but it's just not for me. What was it about Utah that had you transfer?
Well, for one, my coach left. My coach got fired. He left and went to the NBA. But I loved the snow for about a couple weeks, and I was over it from there. The snow was great for 2 weeks, and I was done with that. I needed to get back to the sun and get closer to my family. But it was mainly about my coach leaving and where I would fit with the new guy coming in, and I just felt the best decision was to leave.
Yeah, and what was the social life like up at Utah?
It was all right. I never wanted to go outside because it was snowing. I lived in my dorm, and me and my roommates never left really because it was always snowing. And but it was still fun. There's still some people around. You could go downtown and find stuff, but that snow really got to me.
It sounds like it. Sounds like you hate snow.
Yeah, it was too cold. I didn't want to go outside really that much. So
Well, I'm like you. I'm a tropical brother. Believe me, man.
I hate the snow.
I don't want to be in any cold
you
at all.
freeze.
All right, J.J. O'Brien from the Aztecs basketball team. Let me ask you this question: what position do you play?
I play a lot of positions.
Because, the way they describe it on the press release about you being Mountain West Player of the Week, they're like, San Diego State men's forward, J.J. O'Brien. And I'm like, forward? You started at point guard the other day. I mean, you're a versatile dude. What position is really your natural position?
That's, I would say, on the wing at the three, maybe, like the small forward. But my whole life, like since high school, my high school years, I played point guard, and then I'd play center. I'd bring the ball up. I'd play the post. At Utah, I pretty much do what I do now. I'd play point guard sometimes. I'd be on the wing. I'd play the forward, down low, guard the foreman. So, it's I describe myself as a point forward, but if I had to put one position to it, it'd be like a three guard. But really, I can play all the positions on the floor. That's how it's been my whole life.
Yeah, I would think that Coach Fisher, it's not as confusing for him as it might be for other coaches when you got a guy who's 6'7", who's supposed to be a forward, but he can actually handle the ball and bring it up court because, you might remember, but that's kind of what Kawhi Leonard did.
Yeah, exactly. And people try and get into labels too much. They need you to be at a certain spot, really, but if you're good enough, you can play any position, really, and if you're versatile enough, then you can't really have a label to, we just like to say point forward, where you could play point guard or you could play forward.
All right, very good. JJ, who do you got in the Super Bowl this week?
I'm a Ray Lewis fan. I know I'm from California, but I like Ray Lewis, so I'm going with the Ravens.
You get a little motivation when you listen to him talk?
Definitely. He's a great speaker.
Did you watch him?
It's the dance that gets me motivated.
Oh, the dance.
Oh, now, Can you do the dance?
No, I can't do the dance, so I enjoy him doing it. I let him do it, but I like watching the dance.
You say you can't do it. Do you mean you've never tried to do it?
Right.
You don't do it well?
Or you refuse to do it.
Right. I mean, because if you like the dance, chances are you've been in your dorm room in front of a mirror going, dude, check me. Check me on this. I'm doing the Ray Lewis dance. True or false, you have tried the Ray Lewis dance?
It's probably true. Yeah, I tried to do it.
And no good, huh?
Not nowhere near as good as it.
Which is the part that
Almost
gets you?
hurt himself, as a matter
Is it
of
the
fact.
part where you have to sweep the hand and move side to side, or is it the part where you have to push out the hips and then you throw out the lower back?
I can do the sweep side to side, but that's about it. All the other stuff is too much movement for me.
All right.
Well, you're a sophomore. You have time.
Yeah, I mean,
you can work on it.
I got plenty of time. I'll do it in intros one time.
See, it would be fun to have you do that. In fact, this week you should do that.
I'll work on it.
Next
I'll
game.
work on that for sure.
In honor of Ray Lewis.
If the Ravens win, I might try it.
Yeah.
All right. Give us
and then
some
Coach will call you over and go, JJ, what are you doing out there?
I was kind of on Jamal about that dunk he did. And now I'm on that Ray Lewis thing that you're doing. Yeah. Hey, JJ, congratulations. Great win against New Mexico on Saturday. Way to answer all the doubters out there. And a terrific week for you being named Mountain West Conference Player of the Week. Great talking to you, man. Thanks so much.
Thanks, JJ.
Thanks for having me.